Kundalini Awakening. These awakening experiences are often referred to as Kundalini Awakening. But both swampers point out that a full Kundalini Awakening is a specific experience that means all of the knots and samskaras of the psyche have been resolved. Traditionally, an aspirant would spend basically years or lifetime methodically working through the knots and issues of the psyche thought and the cleansing practices of yoga before finally having an awakening experience. Now, however, there are all kinds of having various types of awakenings, and these awakenings are often lumped under the phrase called Kundalini. Now, however, this is far away from being a spiritual experience. When people have these kinds of physical experiences, they often confuse it with awakening of the Kundalini. Swami Matukena says this is a big misuse of the term Kundalini awakening. Most people who claim to have Kundalini awakened are confused. Very interesting. They do not understand that when you do some yoga practices, energy is bound to move through the body. This is the stimulation of the prana moving through the body. Now, Swami says view is not to entirely share information when you are going through this awakening, but though proving that even among long-time yogis there can be disagreement over exactly what these awakening experiences are and how they are happening. Now, a lot of energy experiences aren't Kundalini awakening, but all energy is Kundalini based, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. People are having an energy shift and they can awaken levels of perception that activates the chakras for a while, and they can basically turn them on and turn them off at will. They can move into some strange nodes and or behavior. The real full-on Kundalini awakening experience is a surge of energy coming from the Muladhara up the back of the spine, over the top of the head, and accumulating in the forehead. The whole system has awakened, like all of you that has watched The Last Airbender. Now, this can be a very strong, if people aren't prepared for it, they can become quite schizophrenia or paranoid or have serious so-called mental sickness. However, the whole experience can be dealt with successfully through yoga and through associating with someone who's aware of what is going on within yourself. But the problem is, many of us who have these energy shifts have no idea what's going on at the time. And sometimes even the yoga or meditation teachers we are studying with don't know either. So it is important for you to understand that the Kundalini awakening is something that you can't just say you have. It is something amazing, and it's something that everyone will know. Just like, as I said earlier, the movie of The Last Airbender, how his body lit up. That is exactly what the experience is of Kundalini awakening. So I'm going to explain to you, because I'm fully awoken in that, I'm going to explain to you during the course of this videos on what to expect and what not to expect. And the main art of Kundalini awakening is the fact that you can control your senses, when you can switch it off, when you can switch it on, when you can shift energy, when you can't shift energy. So that is a very interesting thing. I will update that with you guys shortly.